Alright. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning back in. I'm Rami Salam El, keeping it real with you. And I know you probably watching like, man, Rami, why are you talking about video games, man? I tune into your channel for more signs. And you talking about some Street Fighter? What is going on, man? You need to grow up. Get with the program. Get back to them teachings. I hear you. I hear you. Just kick back, relax. Hear me out now. Okay, we're going to do a little story time. We're going to bring it all around. You feel me? When I was real young, I was addicted to video. I mean, I was a video game head. I'm talking TurboGrafx 16. I'm talking Sega Genesis, Sega CD, Sega Saturn, Sega Nomad, what a Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, Xbox 360. I didn't have PlayStation or Super Nintendo, but I was nice on them. I did have a Nintendo. I did have a Wii. I did have a GameCube. I think I even was on the emulators for a hot second. You know what I mean? Computers. But I think that's it in terms of video games. I'm just letting you know I was really about that life. You know what I mean? Tapped in. And my partners that may be watching this, my brothers, they know they couldn't see me in Super Smash Brothers, GoldenEye, Madden. You couldn't see me out here, Call of Duty, Gears of War. What's happening with you? Yeah, I was that dude. All Marvel vs. Capcom. 1, 2, 3, you feel me? Super Street Fighter. Yes. What's happening? I'm sorry, I get a little carried away with the video games. But okay, when we would play video games, getting back to the story. When we play video games, this is what would happen. Get a new video game. I remember we first got, it was either Marvel vs. Capcom or Super Smash Bros. We first got the game. We get back to the crib. They want to just instantly jump in. I'm like, well, hold on. Let me just bust this instruction manual open. Let me read. Okay, this is how you do that. And this is what this bar means on the screen. And this is how you do the super. And I'm trying to study and figure out how the game work, right? Cliff. And back then I didn't have Rami Salam. But Cliff, man, put that instruction manual down, man. Let's just play the game, bro. You figure it out when we get in there, man. All right? So my partners, my brothers, they just wanted to play the game, figure it out as we go along. Me, I was more like, well, hold on. Let's do a little study. Let's figure out what we're doing before we just jump in there and just get messed up, right? Sensible. And as we would play, I always would be the Ross. I wonder why. Right? Okay, so you following? Are you following the story? It's video game head. You know, my brothers, they were too. When we would play, I would study the manual. They would just want to jump right in. So you get the picture, right? And I used to be the nicest when all was said and done. So take that idea, take that reality, and take it out of the video game world. And now let's apply it to the real world, you know, what we're living. And imagine, you know, our lives being somewhat of a game, you know, this game of life, if you will. And ask yourself, do you think if a video game comes with instruction manuals, that such an intricate game, you know what I mean? Because you got Fable, you got Grand Theft Auto, you got the new Spider-Man game that's wide open, right? Well, this game of life is really wide open. You can go and do all sorts of stuff. So if those video games have instruction manuals, then the real world, this game of life, it should have an instruction manual also, right? That makes sense, right? Following along with me? Cool, because that's how I see certain books, such as this, the Quran, or the Holy Quran, or you can't see it right there, the Septuaginta, or I ain't gonna get no more, but you get what I'm saying. The Bible, the Septuaginta, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita. these seem to be different instruction manuals on how to play this game called life. It's almost as if they're different instruction manuals depending upon which character you play. You know, because if you are a character that came from India, then your instruction manual might be the Bhagavad Gita. That's the one that most people in India, they understand and they play with, right? Following that same line of thinking, understand that this book, the one that Drew Ali brought us, is the instruction manual for so-called black people. Are you following me? And if so-called black people, Negroes, African Americans, people of color, if we just maybe had a look at this instruction manual and maybe study some of this and understand, oh, this is how this works. And if you want to do the super moves and you got to do this, we might do better in this game called life. Are you following me? Or does that make sense? Oh, are you saying, because here's the thing. You could be like my other friends and say, well, yeah, I believe you. There's instruction manuals, but forget that, man. We can figure it out. Let's just get right into the game. Well, we've seen what happens when we do that. You're not really doing so hot when we don't study the instruction manual. That's all I'm saying. Seem like we might want to do some study into this instruction manual. Just understand how the game works. Know how to play the game, know the rules. You feel me? Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope it was a weird, roundabout way to get you to just give a peek. Just crack open the instruction manual, see what it says. And, the biggest thing about that is that why wouldn't you, getting away from the game and getting away from, just being a metaphor and getting into the real idea of this, the idea of the Bible or the Quran or these holy books, being instructions. The bigger thing that I want you to realize is that, the true and divine books, those really are instructions from our Creator. So it would be smart, for us to at least consider what our Creator is saying. Imagine if you're going through this entire life and our Creator has set up a way for us to live and be happy and exist in this game or in this thing we call life, and to do it, to live our best life. Never mind back, you know what I mean? And we just ignoring it. The instruction manual right there. We got a small instruction manual. We won't even peek at it. It's a little arrogant. You know what I mean? So I hope if you watch this long, that you take a peek in the instruction manual. You see what it has to say. You know what I mean? For completing all the levels in this game. You feel me? Much love. Keep shining. Keep being amazing. And study that instruction booklet. Much love.
Stick and moving, I'm loving what I've been doing. I'm traveling across the plains, dimensions are not the same. I'm lifted, I'm on a rocket, this Chiba is super triller. Quit throwing salt at my pillar, I'm hanging with gorillas. I tell them to go get 'em, yeah. Whoa. Kept my wits and hit the strip, I had to fuck some cheese up. Don't let these niggas argue, they'll just fuck your key up. Had this one that set me up, I hit it in her Kia. Showed me tricks and introduced me to her uvula. She say, you a wavy nigga, I say tubular. I don't do too much, I be chillin', coolest nigga in the building. Icy boy, is he dealing? Nah, never who I'm kidding, but I'll skate on any beat. Hesitate, pump fake, guess that's why these niggas reach. They ain't watch the tape, hey, how I ride the beach. Like a caddy down the street, and this bitch throw deep. Sheesh, watch your reach, watch your reach. Watch your hands, watch your hands. Watch your reach, watch your hands. Watch. I'm like Harden, I'm like Harden. I'm like KD, I'm like KD. I'm like Chef, I'm like Chef. Don't get a tech, don't get a tech. I'm still ballin', yeah, yeah. You can't play me, you can't play me. You can't fade me, can't fade. One like Tracy, one like Tracy. Turn my sorrows into songs and make some moolah, and make some moolah. Trust my family till I'm under like a bunker, like a bunker. Or the mutant ninja turtles, cowabunga, cowabunga. I told that girl no let him go like I'm one wonder. Mind your business, mind your business. You don't know the flavor, why you tryna taste it? Forget the politics and shit, I'm down to bet it all. I was coolin' all summer, this one for the fall.
I say friends turn enemies, scheming on my missus.
Oh,
Damn,
no.
tell me why they do me so vicious.
Why they do
Dirty
me like
legged
that?
niggas, that is right below some stitches.
Oh,
and
no.
if I was Italian, they be swimming with the fishes. Damn, Solo, don't you think that kinda harsh? No, dancing like Omarion, ice for the heart. Oh, used to be a teddy bear, a great black shark. Oh, I didn't have a wet eight, I'm coming off the middle, all black, in the all black, presidential, slapping all black, as we slide through the residential, clicking all facts, every time I bless the track, nigga, top 5, no piff, I am that nigga, I am in reach, grab my hand, okay, champ of the people, yes sir, I am the man, you know, I am in reach, what's up, grab my hand, come on, champ of the people, yes sir, I am the man,
What's your reach? Wash your hands, wash your hands. Watch your reach, wash your hands. Wash, yeah. Wash, yeah. Watch your reach, wash, wash your hands. Wash your reach, wash your hands. Wash, yeah. Wash, yeah. Wash, yeah.